Hi everyone, today we are on a treasure hunt, or rather you are on a treasure hunt. I wanted to look out for the symbols of the major families who built Rome during the Renaissance and the Baroque. They are the ones who made Rome as beautiful as we have it today. I am going to talk to you about 7 families, but not much about them, only about their symbols, because you are going to have to find their symbols so you can start reading Rome, as we Romans do. Now, the first family is the family of the Colonna. Super important because it's the longest standing family of princes in Rome. They are still alive and kicking today, and you can go and visit their palace. They live in their palace, so it's not always open. It's only open on Saturday mornings until 2 o'clock. It's right next to Piazza Venezia, in Piazza Santissimi Apostoli. Now, go, it's unmissable. You don't need to book in advance, just go. So the Colonna, funnily enough, their symbol is the column. For example, if you are in San Giovanni in Laterano, have a look at the beautiful pavement. It's in a special Cosmatesque style that we're going to talk about in another video, but hunt for the symbol of the column. And all throughout town, hunt for this symbol. Remember, the Colonna had a Pope, Martino V, Martin V, pretty early on in the piece. They're still going now. Go and see their palace. Spot columns. The second family we're going to talk about that gave 2 popes to Rome, 2 kings, was the Della Rovere family. Although they were coming from Liguria, so the Riviera next to France, they had a huge impact on the city of Rome. Why do you know them? Well, they were Sisters IV in the late 1400s and Julius II in the early 1500, because, well, Sisters IV did many things, but you will remember him because he built the Sistine Chapel to have conclaves, so to have where the cardinals would congregate to elect the Pope, but also to have the Pope's Mass. But also his nephew, Julius II, the warrior Pope, he is the one who commissioned Michelangelo to actually paint the ceiling of the Sistine Chapel. So you are familiar with both popes. Julius II is also the one who decided to tear down the old Constantinian basilicas of St. Peter's and rebuild the new spectacular St. Peter's that we see now. Look out for big oak trees, anywhere you fancy. They left many other symbols. Now, the next family is the family of the Farnese. The Farnese, you can see the palace, which is now the French embassy, right at the back of Campo dei Fiori. And you can probably go to the Villa Farnesina that we talk about in another video. That is the out of the walls countryside villa, which is just on the other side of the Tiber from Palazzo Farnese. Now, the Villa Farnesina originally had not been built by the Farnese family. It had been built by Agostino Chigi. Chigi is another one of the families we're going to talk about in a minute. But the reason I want to tell you about him is that you might find different symbols in this Villa Farnesina. Not only the irises, or rather, if you want to speak botanically, the lilies. You call them the lilies. I don't know why. They're actually irises of the Farnese. But also you might find the mounds in a pyramid shape surmounted by a star. That's the symbol of the Chigi family, which is what Agostino Chigi would have used. But also you might find across town another symbol for Agostino Chigi, and that is the oak tree itself. Now, why would you find crests that have got both the oak tree and the mounds? So both the Della Rovere and the Chigi symbols together. Because Agostino Chigi was fabulously wealthy, and he was actually the banker of Julius II. Julius II, Della Rovere, big oak tree. So he lent the Pope so much money, but so much money, that the Pope gave him the right to use his oak tree on his own family crests. So that's why you find family crests that have got both the Chigi mounts with a star and the Della Rovere oak tree. So have a look for the lilies, which are not just a symbol of France or of Florence, but also of the Farnese family in Rome. And then move on to the next symbols. This is what my children love the most because it's dragons. Dragons and eagles are the symbol of the Borghese family. So Paul V Borghese and his nephew, Cardinal Scipione Borghese, did a lot for Rome, built a lot. And if you happen to go not only to Villa Borghese and to the Galleria Borghese, but all around Rome, you're going to find dragons and eagles. If you're wondering why, that's the reason. Next family, next symbol, it's the Barberini. They had bees. Now, Pope Urban VIII, Barberini, he was really into leaving a mark. We did an inventory in Rome, and there are more than 10,000 bees around the city. So if in a day you can't find any bees, you're really not trying. Look harder. Then have a look at the next symbol, which is the Pamphili family symbol. You're going to find it all around the Piazza Navona, for example. Pope Innocent X, the symbol of the family is a dove with an olive branch. Even if you are in St. Peter's, when you see a dove with an olive branch, do not assume it's a symbol of peace. It's a symbol of the Pamphili family. Have a look around Piazza Navona. You're going to find it on top of the obelisk on the Fountain of the Rivers by Bernini, but you're going to find it all around the Church of St. Agnes, even on the railings. You're going to find it on the Brazilian embassy. Have a look for a Brazilian flag, and that's their palace, the Palazzo Pamphili. And then you're going to find it on Via del Corso, definitely where there's Palazzo Doria Pamphili. But look around all throughout the city. And then finally, the last pope we're going to mention is Fabio Kiji, who became Alexander VII. Chigi, just like Agostino Chigi a long time before him. So his family crest, as we have seen, is the mounts in a pyramid form with a star on top. He did not have the money to build all that much, but he managed to get into alliances with a lot of people, and so he was able to put his emblem in a lot of different places around town. You're actually finding his signature almost everywhere. Just look up on churches, on palaces, just have a look around. And what I suggest you do, have a race, see who finds the most. It's a treasure hunt. It's fun, it's easy, and it's gonna teach you and your kids potentially a lot about Rome. Until the next video from Maria Cristina, if you want to download my book, you can do it for free on romeathome.com.au, or you can buy it on Amazon from November 2016. It's called Rome: A Different Take. It's got plenty of stories that are gonna make your stay in Rome a lot more interesting. You can share this video, you can subscribe to the channel. You can also get the full course at romeathome.com.au /video course. I will see you in the next video. Ciao!